During installation of audio frequency track circuit, the instructions given for that type of track circuit in OEM manual shall be followed strictly. Care should be taken for following points during installation. A frequency assignment plan for the track circuits in complete yard shall be decided in advance jointly with OEM, and it shall be strictly followed. Railway shall ensure proper training to staff that is going to install and maintain. Railway shall ensure issue of technical and installation manuals from OEM, and also shall ensure that manuals must contain all details of all configurations, installation requirements, adjustments, specified values, precautions, etc. for AC railway electrified area, DC traction non-railway electrified area. As mentioned in Indian Railways Permanent Way Manual in Para 279, Sub-Para 7 of Chapter 2, Part H. All requirements shall be fulfilled before installation. These requirements are as follows. Ensure provision of liners and rubber pads under both rails. Ensure proper drainage to avoid waterlogging in the track during rainy season. As mentioned in Indian Railways Permanent Way Manual in Para 279 Sub-Para 8 of Chapter 2 Part H. Ensure the clearance of foot of rail and ballast is minimum 50 mm. Tuning zone must not contain the followings: level crossing, catch point, expansion joint, TPWS or AWS track equipment, impedance bonds, old bypassed insulated rail joints, structured bond and cross bond. As AFTC is inherently a double rail track circuit, it is recommended that bonding practice in AC railway electrified area should be adopted as per provisions of ACTM, AC Traction Manual for double rail track circuit. ACTM Volume 2, Part 2, Para 3.8 and Para 5 of Appendix 2 Code for bonding and earthing for 25 kV AC, 50 Hz, single-phase traction system. If single rail configuration is proposed or planned, railway shall ensure that interconnection of OHE mast to rail has been assessed in its design and validated before installation. Take necessary precautions as recommended by original equipment manufacturer OEM. Reference: Railway Boards Letter Number 92/Signal/SGF/5 point dated 22/11/5. Bonding practice at LC gate. Structure bonding for passenger safety. Though the induced voltages of traction frequency between rail and earth would not affect the functionality of AFTCs, but it is customary to keep this voltage level to be less than 50 volt AC. For this, various solutions suggested by OEM are as given: running a separate earth conductor. Separate earth wires of suitable cross-section are being run throughout the section and connected to the neutral center of the AC impedance bonds, spaced at every 1 to 1.5 km distance. Note: if separate return conductor is originally provided but missing due to theft or any other reason, it may cause serious electrical shock to those who come in contact with track-circuited rails. Structures of OHE connected to one rail uniformly. In this case, the broken rail detection for the fraction rail on which the structure bonds are connected is not assured. The reduction in track circuit length is to be analyzed. Permitting one structure bonding per track circuit. In such arrangement, only one OHE structure is allowed to be connected to either of the rail uniformly. Bonding practice in AC traction area at the junction of AFTC and conventional track circuit. Bonding practice in AC traction area at the junction of two different make AFTCs. For the installation of insulation joint at the junction of AFTC and conventional track circuit, follow the rules given in SEM 2 para 17.13. Design and installation of tuning unit should take in account the requirements of mechanized track maintenance. TUs and ETUs shall be mounted at a minimum distance of 2 meters away from the near rail, as it gives good safety margin to staff. Special precautions shall be taken to ensure the tightness of connection of rail and tuning unit. Ensure the lightning protection is in working condition. All indoor equipments shall be placed on standard rack for ease installation and maintenance. Quad cable installation. Ensure transmitter conductor and receiver conductor of same track circuits are not run in one cable. Ensure receivers of different track circuits having same frequency are not run in one cable. Transmitters of different track circuits having same frequency are not run in one cable. For communication in between transmitter and tuning unit of transmitting end. For communication in between receiving end, tuning unit and receiver quad cable of 0.9 mm diameter is used. In new installation, 1.4 mm diameter quad cable is also used. Maximum feeding 3.5 km. Number of conductors: single pair conductor 1 km for TX and RX, double pair conductor above 1 km for TX and RX. Testing of cable. Minimum insulation resistance between each pair at CT rack should be more than 10 mega ohm per kilometer. Loop resistance of each pair shall be maximum resistance of 56 ohm per kilometer at 20 degrees Celsius. Safety tests must be done as per OEM manual instructions. Directionality test for S-bonds. Interference test. TSR test and proper track circuit adjustment should invariably be ensured and recorded before commissioning. OEM, original equipment manufacturer, should inspect AFTC installation and certify its efficacy before its commissioning. For installation, refer SEM 2, Chapter 17, Para 17.19.7, Installation and Maintenance.